Hi Trenton families, I'm Jenny Coleman, the Director of Technology for Trenton Public Schools. This video tutorial will go over the most frequently asked questions families have about ParentSquare. The first one I get asked a lot is there a ParentSquare app for my phone or my tablet? Yes, indeed there is, and you should definitely download it. It's much more convenient and easier to use than the ParentSquare website. So please pause this video if you don't have it downloaded and go ahead and download the app now. If you're an iOS or Apple user, you can use the camera app on your phone and scan that left QR code. If you're an Android phone or tablet user, then you can use the QR code on the right. Or you can just proceed to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store if you wish. A second question that we get asked a lot is, my email is correct in ParentSquare, why am I not receiving emails? First, I'd like you to check your spam or your junk folder in your email to see if any ParentSquare messages ended up there. If they did, mark those messages as not spam or not junk. Also, you can add do not reply at parentsquare.com to your email contacts so that your email server recognizes our messages. If you still are not receiving emails, please contact support at parentsquare.com. Another question we get is, can I change the email and or cell phone number on my account? ParentSquare will always reflect the most current information we have received from you in our student information system, and that is MyStar. So if you need to change your email or your cell phone number, then go into MyStar Parent Connect and do it there. If you need assistance, call 734-365-0625. How can I add another child to my account? How can I add another school building to my account? If you wish to add another child to your account, you will have to ensure, again, that your school's information system, MyStar, has registered your contact information correctly and you are associated with each of your children. ParentSquare will always reflect the most current information we have received from MyStar. How can I change my ParentSquare password? Well, you can go to parentsquare.com and the login page and click Forgot Password, or you can do the same on your app. You put your email or your phone number and you will be sent a link to reset your password. Are you getting too many messages from ParentSquare? We get this concern a lot. Is it possible to receive less notifications? Yes. Can you change the language of the posts and the messages you receive? Yes, you can. On a mobile device, the first step you're going to do is you're going to tap the pancake icon, and you see here on my screen what that looks like. It's 3 dashes. Then you're going to tap Account, and you will see both notifications and preferences as options. Now, if you were to tap notifications, you can then select how and when you would like to be notified. So you'll see in there that there are different options. There's instant or digest for email, for text messages, and for the app notifications. Let's talk about the 3 types of notifications. Now, if you have them turned off, you won't receive notifications about posts from teachers and principals that will be sent to you. However, emergency alerts and notices will still be sent. School alerts will be sent if you turn them on. The 2 other options that you have for text, email, and app notifications are instant or digest. Instant means you'll receive an email and or a text and or a mobile app notification from ParentSquare every time a notice or message is sent. We recommend the digest option. Digest means you'll receive an email and or a text and or app notifications once a day in the evening with all posts from that day. To recap, the default setting is typically digest. You will receive all notices and posts, messages in one convenient notification once a day. All emergency notifications still come through instantly, and a school can override settings as needed for an urgent message. If you choose instant notifications and have multiple children in multiple schools, that can add up to a lot of messages. So getting back to your mobile options here. If you click on that pancake icon at the top left corner and then you tap account, if instead of notifications you tap preferences, this is where you can choose to subscribe to calendars on your device, and you can change your preferred language that you'll receive those messages in. Now, what if you don't have the app downloaded and you want to accomplish this on a web browser instead? Okay, here I am in ParentSquare.com on the web. I am logged in as Miss Mary Beth Lyons today, and I can see that she has a student in 4th grade and in 7th grade. When I click the home button in the top left, you will get that view that we see here where the Boyd Arthurs Middle School is coming up first with all their messages. You will also see school messages from, say, Mr. Menser. At the top left is where you can switch schools depending on what child view you would like to look at. Now, we were discussing notifications. So you're going to go up to the top right. You're going to click on your name, choose My Account. Here on the left, you will see that you can change your language preferences. You will also see notification settings. So if you click on notification settings, you will notice that any of the school buildings that your children are in will pop up here, as well as the entire Trenton Public Schools. We recommend Digest for your school buildings. Some people have the app send instant messages, but you may choose Digest as well, or you can turn the app off if you just prefer the texts. Some people think they're getting so many messages because they're getting a text message to their phone, but they're also popping up that ParentSquare app notification on their phone. So you decide whether you would like them turned off, instant or digest, based on what we discussed before. You can also turn on and off the school alerts, but I wouldn't, because this is the announcements about school closures, early pickup, student notices, etc. The next question, is it possible to contact my child's teacher directly and privately? Yes, all signed in users can use direct messages. Who they can send the direct message to is determined by your role and your school settings. So for example, if you're a parent, you may communicate with only your child's teachers. If the teacher doesn't teach your child, you will not have the option to direct message them. You can also direct message building administrators in the schools your child is in. You will not, however, be able to message students in the class or other parents whose children are in the class. To do this, we're going to go into the ParentSquare app first. The screenshot here is just to demonstrate to you that if you are on an Apple device, or an iOS device rather, then you will click on the messages icon that you see here circled in red. On the right-hand side, the screenshot is of an Android mobile device. In that case, you will click on the green plus sign, also circled in red. Step 2. Step 2 says, type at least the first 3 characters of the recipient's name and tap search. Select a name from the list. And again, the only names that will appear in that list are your children's teachers and building administrators. Step 3, select your conversation type. Do you want a private message, which is like a BCC in an email? That means each participant will only see messages from you. Or you can choose to send a group message where everyone can see and reply to the message. Step 4, type your message. Tap send. Now, what if you don't have the app downloaded and you want to accomplish this on a web browser instead? All right, here we are in Maribeth's account, and so we are going to go up to the top left and we're going to click Home. And here's where you could choose to send a direct message by clicking Messages in the left. Since we are in the Boyd Arthurs Middle School, we would only be able to send a new message to Boyd Arthurs Middle School teachers and building administrators who work with your child. You will see a few listed here. This is the quick select recipients for that child. You can type the first 3 characters of the person's first or last name. That will bring up a list of choices. Click the choice you'd like, type the message, and then you can choose to send an attachment with that or a photo and click send. Now, if Miss Mary Beth would like to send a message to her 4th grade students, teachers at Anderson, she's going to have to go up here at the top left and switch school to Anderson. When it switches over to Anderson, she can again click messages, click new message. If I choose a couple of teachers from this quick select recipients, we'll just take the top 3 here. You will see that now you get the option for private message or group message if you'd like them all to see the group message. If you're only sending it to one, it's automatically going to default to that private message. Type your message and then click send. You can learn more about your ParentSquare account by using your mobile device's camera to scan this QR code or clicking on the help button in the ParentSquare app or the question mark button on the ParentSquare website. I hope this tutorial was helpful. And again, I'm Jenny Coleman, Director of Technology for Trenton Public Schools. Thank you for watching.